Hey, what's up, everyone? This is gonna be Yuri versus USA, and I'm USA. So anyway, this is gonna go into a bit of a long game, but I want you guys to see what a long game is like. About 25 minutes-ish. So I'm just gonna scout with 3 dogs. One goes straight to his base, through the middle. One up, around, and scout in the corners. Run down along, scout in the corners. Get a harassment. Try to harass him. I didn't get into the building. Okay, and I want to just, since nothing's really happening right now, and I'm just scouting, I just want to like say a couple of things that you know, I guess Country Swing is a map that some players like to play, just because I mean it's somewhat of a balanced map. But I mean, bottom is slightly stronger in a long game, but not that much. People consider it fair. It's symmetrical. But anyway, Yuri versus USA. I mean, if you notice, like Red Alert 2, you see some of the Red Alert 2 games, and maybe like 1 out of like 12 games or something, you see super weapons. Like you see super weapons. Like you might see Iron Curtain rarely, but I mean in this you're gonna see super weapons all the time in Yuri's Revenge. Like it's more super weapon intensive than Red Alert 2, and you could turn super weapons off, but not in quick match. It's like it used to be on like years and years ago. Super weapons used to be on all the time in Yuri's Revenge, but then they made it where it's like 50-50. It's like basically like a coin flip if supers are on or not. But it's the always on Yuri versus Soviet and Yuri versus Allied in quick match. But other than that, it's randomized. But I mean, I remember I played games where the Soviet player would go for an Iron Curtain every single game, and it was like so annoying. Then some players would just want to play Red Alert 2 just because they couldn't handle the damn super weapons. So I mean, yeah, they do get pretty intense, guys. But early in the game, you're not gonna see any unless the game goes into a long game. And with allies, you want to kind of like get your super weapons a little bit after Yuri. But I mean, because you want them to come slowly but surely. If you like rush a weather control device, you're gonna get out tanked and die like instantly. You make a weather control device only when you have lots of money, lots of electric, and your production. It's not the most important thing. Having a big army is more important than having a weather control device. But in the long game, it's such a significant factor that you don't want to go without it too long. You could go a little bit without it, but not for too long. So now I'm just got Grizzly Tanks. He has a mastermind, so I mean I really can't do too much of our tag until I get Mirages and Prisms. So I just want to I wanted to try to harass this miner and run, but he sees me and I gotta get out of there. So I'm gonna pair drop myself, standard 4 miner tag 5th miner, before and then I mean you're gonna go fast purifier or second war factory fast. I wanted to kill that magnetron, that plane. Did I miss or what? I don't know. So anyway, he actually ran into the pillbox. Remember a couple days ago, I did the same thing with the Soviet and ran into a pillbox and wrecked him. It didn't really wreck him as bad as I did to this one Soviet player, but it did hurt him bad. But I actually did make a big mistake right there, and I ran into the mastermind, and the mastermind like really messed me up. After I messed him up, the mastermind messed me up. So. And I didn't want to go after that mastermind because if I would have just lunged at it and I'd try to get I'll lose 3 or 4 units. You could overload the mastermind or blow up the mastermind and get the units back. But I was like, I'm just gonna let his units go instead of risking losing even more units to kill that mastermind to get my units back, my old units back. So I wanted to play rather safe than sorry. And lately I've been forgetting to rally point my barracks. You're supposed to rally point your Guardian GIs right to where the battle fortress pops out. I don't know why. I just not in the habit of doing it. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm playing Red Alert 2 lately or other games lately, and I just forgot to do a little bit. Some of my tech is I'm kind of forgetting to do, but not too big of a deal right here. So I'm scouting with this plane. I'm looking for a magnetron to shoot or Yuri Prime to shoot. But while I can't find anything, I'm just going to just scout around, see if there's buildings are filled, etc. Notice how I got the white screen, it's in 720 HD. the white screen, it makes it easier to see. I was playing in a square screen. This is like a rectangle screen that's a little bit bigger than a square. I got this like monitor maybe sometime last year, I think. I can't remember when. Maybe in some September-ish, or I don't know. So I wanted to attack, and he put his bunk up right before I was going to attack, and that's actually really not good for me. And I wanted to and it actually lagged for a second right there. Sometimes when you doing other things, it lags when you put a war factory. I don't know, but I actually did blow up that one bunker, but he kept magnetroning the crap out of me, and I was gonna get worse than that. So I didn't have enough of an army to overrun him right there, and especially if I lose my battle fortress. See, it did lag right there, but it's back to normal. If I lose my battle fortress, it's like really a nightmare. You don't want to do it. Don't ever do that. Now I'm gonna make a fast weather control, not a fast weather control device, but I mean I could wait 1 more minute or 2 more minutes before I get my weather control device, but I'm not gonna. And notice how my miners, I didn't realize this until like a couple minutes after, are all mining and the gems, distance mining, and I didn't realize it, but actually it was kind of happy that they're doing it, because I was like, ooh, he's not because like basically I got there before his magnetron went to harass those miners. So I actually got a little bit of extra money out of it, and my base is gonna last longer. So that's actually kind of a good thing, even though I did it by accident. So anyway, I'm gonna fill up this building rather than just leave him alone. I got more units than him, but I have the risk of getting psychic dominated, and yeah, I got psychic dominated. Not too bad. Hurt me a little. It hurt me kind of moderately. Like kind of like not a big dominate, not a bad one. But no, this is really hectic right here. Notice if you lose all your air defense versus Yuri, you're basically almost dead. You're lucky if you even survive if you lose all your air defense. And all I got is my battle fortress, so I can't lose that battle fortress. It's like basically a one unit that you can't lose. That's why playing versus Yuri is so hard. I mean, but if you do it a lot, you actually get good at it. Where you know the battle fortress is so important. You never want to lose a battle fortress. And I know that mastermind's in the fog right there, but I didn't know exactly where. So I just want to make sure I don't lose my battle fortress. And I see it now. And he kind of let the mastermind go. He should have got it out of there, but I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking he was kind of trying to mind control me. Maybe trying to bait me, my battle fortress, toward his disc, and put the mastermind in the fog. He might have been doing that. I don't think he would have just left a unit like out in the open like that. So anyway, here we go. I just wanted to blow up this building. It's really annoying me. So I could just get in here, and I got a lot of crap. And it's almost like kind of like a base defense, like near his base. It's kind of fortified structure with air defense. It's really nice, actually, really nice. I noticed how his disc actually just outmaneuvered my battle fortress. Kind of juked me out right there. So I just want to burn the chronosphere, even though I don't like doing that. Get my battle fortress there to make sure he doesn't. I just had to get a battle fortress there. He juked me out with his discs. Really bad. I was thinking I'm defending this thing, and then he's like, I'm just gonna fly right past you and kill your whole base. I lost the lab. That's bad, but at least I could have lost my MCV. I wouldn't have lost my MCV because my battle fortress got chronosphered over, but he found something that was still vulnerable, which was my battle lab, and killed my battle lab. Is it Tanya? I really want to kill something, but I run harass these slaves. And what I really want to do is I hope this guy that I played isn't watching this video, because I don't want him to see all my tactics. But anyway, I want to kill the slaves, and if he mutates, I want to kill all his brutes. It'll give me elite IFV, and it'll stop him from grinding. I'm more worried about slowing down his money than getting elite IFV though. I'm much more worried about that. So I only got one plane. I'm not going 4 planes. I could go 4 planes, but I don't feel like going 4 planes and suiciding on a battle lab. I'd rather not. And plus, if you get psychic dominated, I don't like having it as a weakness. Psychic dominate 4 planes. Lost a lot of money. I don't want to do that. So I want to gap generate, so he doesn't know where to dominate. and I want to get that in case he kills my MCB with a. No, actually, I made a mistake right there. I clicked the Tiny to go in, but for some reason she didn't go in, and he started attacking me right now. He has a Psychic Dominator, and my Tanya isn't in the darn Battle Fortress and he's attacking me with brutes. So I really made a mistake. I did basically, it was nothing more than a misclick right there. And there was that fortified barn. It's actually kind of funny that he didn't know it was that full. So anyway, my Tanya isn't in there, but I had to fight him with my Mirage tanks, which is harder to do. And I wanted to corner sphere something, but he's moving, so I can't really corner sphere anything because I'm gonna miss. And I cannot lose that Battle Fortress. Well, I could because I have a couple Guardian GS, but I still will have. And I wanted to get my Lightning Storm off because I thought I might have won low power if he would have dominated my power planes, but he didn't. So actually, unfortunately, I had to kill my own Battle Fortress, which really sucks. Because it's too much of a risk of it. I'm blowing up my killing too many units. I was wanting to leave that miner there. I don't care if I lose that miner right there. I just wanted to take hits so I could get some fodder and attack his masterminds. And notice how my IRVs really shouldn't be in the front line like that. They should be behind my other units. But sometimes you just gotta group all your units and attack. You really don't have the convenience of repositioning your units sometimes when there's a whole entire army versus a whole entire army. I usually have them hotkeyed and I could do it easily, but I don't have them hotkeyed and
unit ready. Construction
now I do got an attack going right here.
Unit ready.
I want to waypoint to one of his super rooms, and I want to move this Guardian GIs to go back. I don't want to walk in Guardian GIs and attack with them. That's really stupid. It's okay with GIs because they're free from the power drop, but Guardian GIs. Is that what I'm doing? I don't know. So notice how you can't really mutate right now because I killed all his slaves.
Construction complete.
Slaves, not slave miners, which is only a temporary benefit, but because they come right back in like half a minute. So anyway, he actually really screwed up right there. When you put people under pressure, you could do things that you otherwise couldn't do, like make somebody run into a building, or not only has his 2 masterminds, I could easily kill those, but he's gonna go backwards and lure me into just 2 bunkers. But I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna follow you. Here's actually my Tanya. He mutated. He mutated my Tanya. I don't know. Now here comes a disc. Gonna kill all my prism tanks. But actually, just freaking went right on that bunker. And I lost a couple. I probably lost like 2 prism tanks to do that, just to juke out the disc and kill a super weapon. But actually, you're gonna kill 2 super weapons. Pretty cool, right? Now I wanted to see if I could kill that mastermind, but yeah, I really couldn't do it because it was too close to me. If I had more range on it, I could have killed that mastermind. Okay, now I got 2 super weapons versus none. Looking good for me. But my army is kind of a little bit small now. Not too small. I mean, it's getting into a late game. Most of the ore is running out. He has elite prism tanks. I gotta fill these guys up real quick. Now these elite prism tanks, he's gonna use them to attack me, and he could easily. Elite prism tanks would just destroy my my IFVs and my Mirage tanks. So I want to use a miner as fodder. See, I realized right about now, so I'm like, okay, get over here, help me out. And he's going into the gap generator. Knows that's gonna make it harder for him to attack. And I just don't want the elite. The elite does so much damage. It's unbelievable how much damage it does. But he only maybe got 1 shot with it on me, maybe. I was gonna place him. Now I got my IVs. I gotta keep my IVs. I'm winning the fight because my miners took a lot of hits from my tanks. I wanted to play that Guardian GI. But that's not going to be enough to even kill him halfway, not even a quarter of the way. All I got is 1 IFV. I already started making a Patriot missile because I realized, you know, my air defense is getting really bad right now. But this thing is promoted, so it's going to be hard to shoot down. I actually got 2 IFVs. Oops, I didn't see that
Unit
one.
ready. Unit lost.
So I want to chase down this.
Construction complete. Lightning storm.
I want to keep that thing on hold because I don't know where the disc is gonna come back to.
Select target.
Oh, then he actually, I was like, where should I? He actually put that lab up right when I was gonna
Lightning storm created.
weather control device. How unlucky for him.
Ready.
So I really hurt him bad right there. I got his lab, and obviously he can't have a shield because it takes him a minute or 2 for the shield to come on from the battle lab. So no way you could shield it, impossible. So I just wanted to put that
Cannot
Patriot myself. I was like, I'll just use it right here. What the
Unit
heck?
lost.
But notice how I can't let my guys get mind control. And notice how he ran in there because
Abandoned.
partly because of the gap generator,
Structure
but partly because he wanted to attack me fast.
unit
Because he
lost.
knows I have 2 super weapons, and when he's basically he's really in a hurry to attack me and kill my super weapons, try to kill my super
Base is
weapons,
under attack.
because I win the game 2 versus none.
Select
Or he's doing not a bad job attacking me. I wanted to chronosphere most of his units in the water,
warning.
but watch what happens. I only got his mastermind, but it's good and bad. But this actually did help me though. No mastermind, can't get mind controlled. No, but I gotta make sure these Gatlins don't kill my whole entire army right here. And look at my I realized my weather control device is under attack,
Our base is under attack.
but I was more worried about
Repairing.
not losing all my IFVs and trying to going for that disc, because he could have just magged the crap out of me. I could have lost all my IFVs, and then I would have lost. Basically, the elite will kill all my it could kill all my buildings basically. It's elite it could just wreck everything. But
Base is under
I'm starting to get my air defense up. He killed my weather control devices you've seen.
ore miner.
I don't know if he went elite before that or after that, but
Ready.
whenever you see a promo, you know it might go elite soon. And I gotta chase this guy down, but I gotta actually gotta roll right under it to get some damage in.
Unit ready.
But actually, I think the regular IFVs you don't have to be right under it. I think it's a little different. I'm not sure. But the Guardian Jerry IFVs, you if they go the exact opposite way, they could just basically dodge the missiles, just like a Korean fighter and a Harrier, and same thing. So notice how all he has is bunkers, but he's still in the game
Unit ready.
because he has he has enough money to make a mutator. You just know because he got all that money in the middle. He's gonna get a mutator or a dominator soon, and he's got a good base defenses right now. I can't really attack his base, but I can actually sneak in. I really wanted to kill that. I wanted to sacrifice that elite because I knew 2 hits was gonna kill it. I actually sacrificed it, and I got mind controlled. I'd rather have it get blown up to get mind controlled, especially elite IFVs or elite I gotta use all my IFVs to kill my elite IFV.
Unit ready.
Elite Prisms or elite IFVs, you never want to get mind controlled. You'd rather have them get blown up versus Yuri.
Chronosphere ready.
And that's not good. You got 1 miner, but I don't really care about that 1 miner. I got enough miners, and
Structure garrison.
might as well just harass these guys. Doesn't have nothing to mutate. And they had money. They were carrying money with the shovels, so it hurt them a little, not too much. No. Okay, now it's starting to go into a long game. All the ore is basically out. I mean, the majority, a little bit comes back through this little thingies. They like kind of like, they're like the cranks or whatever the hell they're called.
Reinforcements ready.
Drills, I don't know. They bring ore back, but not much, and over time you'll get some.
Unit ready.
So I want to actually kill this little thing because there's a little bit of gems right there, and this is going into a long game. And notice how Yuri will win in a long game because of the mutator. Now that I killed that 1 magnetron right there that was harassing my miners, I could get maybe some money over there.
Insufficient funds.
Only 1 gem patch left. Now I want to harass these. So he's either going for a mutator or a psychic dominator right now. We don't know which one. And notice how this mastermind has to drive around that building. Remember how I told you how annoying that is for him? I got a chronosphere. I don't know what the chronosphere. And I see these miners. I was like, if these miners stop, I'm chronosphere them right into
Select
water.
target.
And they actually had to stop,
Force shield ready.
take advantage of the opportunity right away.
Chronosphere
Look at all the slaves that came loose. But they were right on top of a Gad bunker. Well, I would have done more damage. But he has good base defenses, so.
select target.
And I was actually gonna chrono my my battle fortress and blow up his battle lab and try to get his super weapon, would-be super weapon, whichever one came up. But right now, I actually think he made a mistake by making Psychic Dominator rather than a Mutator. But Psychic Dominator is really not that much of a mistake, but in a way it is, because he's basically losing mutations for it. But then again, I did kill 4 out of his 5 miners right there with the chronosphere, so maybe it was the best choice. Who
Construction
knows?
complete.
And I actually stopped making units. And I wanted to see if I could kill this guy and get out of there, but he was magging me so fast. I just wanted to save what I could save and get out of there. It loses 2 units, whatever. I want to lose 6, 7 units. That's a lot worse than losing 2 units. So I do think I have a Tanya or a Seal still, and I really can't make much money. I can sell my MCV, but I can't sell my MCV versus Yuri.
Unit ready.
Well, I should say I can't sell my MCV versus any team with super weapons on in a late game, and that's a Tanya right there. I wanted to try to get his minus, but I'm thinking that it's not gonna work. So I just got out of there, and I'm gonna come back in a minute. I noticed that he probably can't afford a Mutator right now. Probably can't.
Unit
And this is a battle version with all GIs and a Grizzly tank. I'm gonna Chronosphere it. I want to get his lab first to turn off the shield. No, I was thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get his Psychic Dominator, but what I want to do is I want to kill the power plants, put him low power, and delay him a couple minutes so my weather control device comes before his Dominator or whatever. But I actually wanted to click it, but actually it auto attacked his miners, which I didn't want to do. If it was attacking at his, it would basically kill both of his magnetrons and almost kill a mastermind. If it would have fried him if it was firing at him in the air, basically. So he got a little lucky right there that I didn't do worse. But
training.
I put him low power, and I recently have a hit squad of. I'm making a hit squad of 3 Mirage tanks. That's enough to kill 1 mastermind and enough to kill, you know, miners, any amount of miners. You know, 3, 4 at the most, but they have a lot of armor. But I basically don't want him to get my IVs, and I want to basically look for something to kill these 3 Mirage tanks. So I'm gonna loop around. He did make some more miners. I think he made some out of War Factory. I'm not positive how he made them.
Construction
And I got my IV spread so he doesn't dominate him.
ready.
I got.
Our base
No, actually, no. I knew I could kill these Gatling tanks with that by control shifting and running back. But I gotta get his 3 Mirage tanks back. And he actually ran into that because he didn't know.
lightning storm.
He didn't know. But I think I would have had him anyway. To tell you the truth, even if he didn't run in a build. Look how fast everything's happening though. He dominated my units. Now I don't have much air defense, but he doesn't have.
Select target.
I'm gonna
Warning. Lightning storm created.
and I wanted to not use my units because I think I didn't want to struggle versus this mastermind and lose my last units. So I just used his Rocketeers because I knew his air defense was low, and actually for some reason I did not see that Gatling tank to the last second. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna move away. And now
Unit
I'm gonna
lost.
bring my hit squad of 3 tanks in. And that Rocketeer, because he wasn't making. The reason I made 2 Rocketeers is because he wasn't making a lot of Gatling tanks. He was making mostly
Building.
Magnetrons and Masterminds. And what you want to do is try to kill all the Gatling tanks and then make 2 of them, and then to just basically kill all the Gatling tanks. I was gonna Chronosphere
Select
this.
target.
I didn't realize it was such low health. I probably didn't have to, but then, well, whatever. Now I'm just gonna sit on that so he can't fill up his defenses. Sit right in the bunkers, and now he's just gonna quit. So, won the game. Good game. That was a long game versus Yuri.